Hi, it is January 5th, 2023. Here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 25. What do people call you? What do people call you when they're making love with you or when they take you boating? What do people call you when they blackmail you or seduce you or threaten you with violence? What do people call you when they invite you to tea, strip you naked, and attach ornaments to your body with hooks and clasps and clips? What do people call you when they clip you and clasp you and hook you? And please tell me, what do people call you when you are late for dinner? And what do you say to them when people call you Shirley? Poem number 26, No Depth. If a tree falls and no one is around to hear it or record it, then it makes no sound, because if there is no receiver, there is no sound. Everything is seen by an observer, so nothing is visible if there is no one or nothing to see it, no matter how bright or colorful. Brightness and color do not exist when there are no eyes to take them in. If there is no one to touch, then whatever or whoever it is doesn't feel like anything, no matter how much fur or how many feathers. Hard and soft do not exist. If there is no one to touch, then there is no feeling. Same with the vagina. If there is no mouth on it or no one to stick their finger in it and then put that finger in a mouth, then it has no taste. Same with smell. If a disembodied ass or, say, a guy with no nose cuts a fart and there is no one else around to smell it, then it has no scent. It is both silent and completely non-lethal. Senses require sensors, I guess is what I'm saying. Perhaps this means that nothing existed until there was something or someone to experience existence. Maybe that seems much, much deeper than it actually is, or maybe it doesn't seem deep at all. If there is a hole, but no one to fall in it, or an idea, and no one to marvel at it, then it has no depth. Poem number 27, Everything is Seen. I was almost certain that I read the phrase, everything is seen by an observer, in a Gregory Bateson book, maybe Mind and Nature, A Necessary Unity, or Steps to an Ecology of Mind, or Angel's Fear. Those are the only Bateson books I've read, except for a bit of Navin, but it wouldn't have been there. But I Googled the phrase in quotation marks and got no results. Then I Googled Everything is Seen and Bateson, and I got a few hits, but not the full sentence. Everything is seen by an observer. Finally, I tried Everything is seen by an observer, but without the quotes. I was surprised to find this quote by the Chilean botanist and biologist Umberto Maturana. Everything is said by an observer. It is the title of an essay in an anthology called Gaia, A Way of Knowing, edited by William Irwin Thompson in 1987. I read that book, but did not remember that essay or its title. Is it possible I read the title wrong? More likely, Everything is Said by an Observer is a play on Everything is Seen by an Observer, but who originally said it? I'm going to just assume it was Bateson, and I just can't find the quote. Everything is seen by an observer, but many things are not seen by an observer, no matter how much Googling the observer does. Poem number 28, Charlatans. You see those books about having what you want, about how the universe is abundant, about the secret to wealth or success. They strike me as extremely callous. I am sure they help some people, but they have the effect of making some people feel like they're doing something wrong if they are unable to get what they want. Plus, a lot of the stuff in those books is just repackaged wisdom that is centuries old, dressed up in modern language for a capitalist consumerist culture that encourages people not to be happy, but to acquire and succeed. I call bullshit. I hate the expression I call bullshit, but I call bullshit. I don't know what it was just now that made me think about these charlatans, because I definitely don't think that Gaia, A Way of Knowing, or Steps to an Ecology of Mind, or any of the other books mentioned above are the work of charlatans. I guess I just felt like going off, so I went off. Poem number 29, Click. Thoughts and concepts were scattered in his mind like puzzle pieces. He knew that he was in no position to put it all together and see the entire picture, but now and then he found a piece that fit into another piece, and he felt that click, and he felt as if he had taken another step towards something, towards somewhere, toward wholeness. He thought of yet another book he had read but didn't understand, Wholeness and the Implicate Order. The title was so beautiful to him, it seemed to hold such promise, and the author, David Bohm, did not seem like a charlatan. And as he read Bohm's book, he at least felt as though he was on the cusp of understanding something. He still couldn't put the puzzle together, but he saw more pieces, and more things clicked. All right, that's all. Thank you for listening, watching, etc. Because, if you didn't listen, then there would be nothing to hear.